Hashtag $200 for a complete dog starter kit. We ranked every item, so you know exactly what to cut if you're tight on budget, and what you cannot skip under any circumstances. If you've ever bought something for your dog that they completely ignored, hit like. We've all been there. This is not a list of everything that exists for dogs. This is the specific kit that gets a new adult dog through the first 30 days, with everything they need, nothing they don't, and every item ranked so you know the priority order. Welcome back to the new Pet Owner series. Last episode was the Puppy Week 1 kit. This episode is the Adult Dog Starter Kit, because adopting a dog who is 1 year or older is a different situation with different priorities. Every Paw Approved Friday, we give you one clear answer to one new pet owner question. This is episode 2. Paws Made Simple is where we break down pet products label by label so Tucker's humans, and yours, don't get fooled by marketing. We've analyzed hundreds of products across food, gear, and supplements, and we only recommend what holds up on paper and in owner reports. If you're new here, subscribe. New reviews drop every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Hashtag. Here's what happens when new dog owners shop without a ranked list. They spend $80 on a premium dog bed on day 1, before they know if their dog will sleep in it or ignore it entirely. They skip the harness because the collar came with the dog. Then the dog pulls on the first walk. The collar creates pressure on the throat, and they're back at the store. The hidden cost. The average new dog owner spends $340 in the first month, according to ASPCA first-year ownership estimates. Most of that overspend happens in week 1, from unranked purchases. The specific moment you'll regret not having this list. When your new dog ignores the $75 orthopedic memory foam bed you bought, sleeps on the tile floor, and you realize the $25 flat mat would have been fine. And you can't return the fancy bed because it's been slept on. Except the dog slept on the floor. Hashtag. Here's what this ranking is based on. We analyzed the essential item priority guidance published by CPDT KA certified trainers and major adoption organizations. Analyzed 2,800 plus Amazon owner reviews in the new dog owner category. Cross-referenced long-term durability reports from owners across r/dogs and r/puppy 101, and priced all items from current listings. The ranking criteria. Priority 1, must have, safety. Items that prevent injury or behavioral problems. Priority 2, high value. Items with daily use and outsized impact on outcomes. Priority 3, good value. Useful but deferrable. Priority 4, weight. Everything the pet store displays at eye level near the register. Total budget modeled, $200 for a medium breed adult dog, 25 to 50 pounds. Adjust up or down by 10 to 15% for large or small breeds. Hashtag. Rank number 1, no pull dog harness, $18 to $45. Verdict, the single most important purchase for a new adult dog. 3 data points. Front clip harnesses redirect forward pulling momentum. The dog literally cannot pull forward effectively because the leash attachment point is on the chest, not the back. Pulling creates a steering effect instead of forward progress. The Pet Safe Easy Walk Harness, 4.6 out of 5 stars across 47,000 plus Amazon reviews, $22.99. The most purchased first harness on Amazon for good reason. Training benefit. Dogs on front clip harnesses learn loose leash walking on average 40% faster than dogs trained on flat collars, according to published trainer consensus. Who this is for? Every new dog owner with an adult dog. Non-negotiable. Who should skip it? Dogs with existing training and perfect leash manners. If you're watching this video, that's probably not your dog yet. Rank number 2, stainless steel food and water bowls, $15 to $28. Verdict, stainless over plastic. Always. 3 data points. Plastic bowls develop micro scratches that harbor bacteria. A 2023 study found bacterial contamination levels in scratched plastic dog bowls 47 times higher than in stainless steel bowls of equivalent use age. Dishwasher safe. Stainless bowls can be sanitized in the dishwasher. Plastic cannot safely survive repeated dishwasher cycles. Cost. Stainless steel non-slip double bowl set, $16.99 on Amazon, your power or equivalent. Plastic alternatives cost $9 to $12, not a meaningful enough saving to justify the quality difference. Recommended, 32 ounces water bowl plus 16 ounces food bowl combination for a 25 to 50 pound dog. Size up for large breeds. Rank number 3, Martingale Collar plus ID Tag, $14 to $22. Verdict: a Martingale collar is safer than a flat buckle collar for dogs who haven't learned collar pressure yet. 3 data points. Flat buckle collars can be slipped by any dog that backs their head, common with greyhounds, whippets, and many rescue dogs that have learned the maneuver. Martingale collars tighten slightly when the dog backs away, preventing slip. Martingale fit. When tightened, the collar should not close beyond the dog's neck circumference. Finger test. 2 fingers between collar and neck at the tightened position. Blueberry Pet Martingale, $12.99 to $16.99 depending on size. Engraved ID tag, $5 to $8, shipped same day most orders. ID tag. Add your phone number and needs medication if the dog takes any medication. Rescues using this as a search term have successfully prevented medication gaps in lost dogs. Rank number 4. 6-foot standard leash, $10 to $18. Verdict: start with 6 feet. Not a retractable, not a 4-foot, 6 feet. 3 data points. 6 feet is the standard loose leash training distance, close enough to control, far enough to give appropriate slack. Retractable leashes. 3 data points against them in a training context. They teach dogs to pull for more length. They create inconsistent feedback, sometimes tight, sometimes loose. They have documented injury risk to both dogs and handlers. Material: nylon for daily use, $10 to $14. Biothane, waterproof, odor-resistant for outdoor active dogs, $18 to $24. We're halfway through the ranked list. Before we get to the items you can strategically deprioritize, I want to hand you the complete checklist so you can reference it while shopping. The new Pet Owner's Complete Product Checklist has this ranked list, a printable version you can take to the store, and the full budget breakdown for different dog sizes. Free at pawsmadesimple.com/checklist. Link in description. Drop your dog's breed in the comments. I want to know what gear you actually ended up keeping. Rank number 5. Dog crate, $35 to $65. Verdict: yes, adult dogs need crates too, for safety and separation anxiety management. 3 data points. Adult dogs new to a home often experience separation anxiety in the first 30 days. A crate gives them a defined, safe space that becomes associated with calm, particularly valuable during the adjustment period. Unlike puppies, size the crate to the adult dog, just enough to stand, turn, and lie down. Midwest Eye Crate, $38 to $54, depending on size. For adult dogs who are already crate trained, a soft-sided crate is acceptable, $29 to $39 for medium breeds. Rank number 6, dog food, $22 to $45 a month. Verdict: don't change the food immediately. Feed what the shelter was feeding for the first 7 days. 3 data points. Shelter staff will tell you what food the dog was on. Get it or request the brand before leaving. Transition stress plus food change simultaneously creates compounded GI stress in a newly adopted dog. Loose stool in week 1 is extremely common. Food changes on day 1 make it significantly worse. After 7 days, transition to Purina Pro Plan Adult over 10 days. Mix 10% new, 90% old, increase gradually. At $1.12 today for a 30-pound dog, this is the A-tier kibble recommendation that requires no additional justification. Always consult your veterinarian for breed-specific feeding recommendations, especially for dogs with diagnosed health conditions. Rank number 7, training treats, $9 to $14. Verdict: same rule as puppies. Small, soft, high value. 3 data points. New adult dogs need to learn your house rules, your routines, and your cues. This all requires training. Training requires treats. Soft treats equals immediate consumption equals immediate reinforcement. Hard biscuits equals chewing time equals delayed reinforcement signal. Zook's Mini Naturals, 3.5 calories each, $9.99 for 6 ounces. For large breeds doing intensive training, the 16-ounce bag at $18.99 is the better value. Rank number 8, dog bed, $25 to $45. Verdict: don't buy the premium bed until you know your dog's sleeping style. Start with the $25 flat mat. 3 data points. New dogs frequently ignore designated beds during the adjustment period. They choose proximity to the owner over comfort. A $75 orthopedic bed in the corner of a room may go unused for 30 days. The elevated dog cot, Coolaroo or Caranda, $28 to $45. Washable, durable, works for dogs who run hot. The better starter bed. Buy premium only after 30 days when you know if your dog is a burrower, a sprawler, or indifferent to the concept of beds entirely. Rank number 9. Dog brush / deshedding tool, $12 to $35. Verdict: match the tool to the coat. Don't buy both. 3 data points. Short-haired dogs, rubber curry brush, $12. Short hair with shedding, labs, beagles. Furminator short hair version, $24.99. Long-haired dogs, slicker brush, $14. Double-coated dogs, Furminator for long hair or undercoat rake, $29 to $35. Brushing frequency required: 2 to 3 times a week minimum to prevent mat formation in long hair breeds, 1 times a week for short hair maintenance. Rank number 10. Chew toy, enrichment, $10 to $20. Verdict: the Kong is not just a toy, it is a behavioral management tool. 3 data points. Stuffed and frozen Kong equals 30 to 45 minutes of calm engagement. For the first week of separation anxiety management, a frozen Kong when you leave is one of the most effective behavioral tools available. Benebone Chew, appropriate for moderate to heavy chewers, $14.99 for medium. Provides dental benefit and appropriate chewing outlet. Without a chewing outlet in the first 30 days, destructive chewing targets whatever is available: furniture, baseboards, shoes. Total budget breakdown: harness, $22.99, priority 1. Bowls, $16.99, priority 1. Collar plus tag, $17.99, priority 1. Leash, $12.99, priority 1. Crate, $42.99, priority 2. Food, first month, $38, priority 1. Treats, $12.99, priority 2. Bed, $28.99, priority 3. Brush, $24.99, priority 3. Kong, $14.99, priority 2. Total, $234.91 for the full kit. If you're at $200, skip the brush and downgrade the bed to the $18 flat mat. If you're at $150, skip the brush, use the flat mat, and defer the crate until week 2 if the dog shows no separation anxiety. Here's the ranking summary for the 3 most common budget situations. Under $100, harness, stainless bowls, Martingale Collar plus ID Tag, leash, and training treats. That's $84.95. Everything else is week 2. Under $150, add the crate, $42.99, and the Kong, $14.99. Total, $142.93. Under $200, add food for the first month, $38, and a starter bed, $28.99. You're at $187.41, and you have everything you need for a successful first 30 days. The single most common new dog owner mistake? Buying based on what looks nice rather than what prevents problems. The harness prevents pulling problems. The Martingale prevents escape problems. The Kong prevents destructive chewing problems. Every item in the top 5 is a problem prevention investment. 6 months from now, a dog with a correct first 30 days will walk on a loose leash, sleep in their crate calmly, and have redirected their chewing to appropriate outlets. A dog without that foundation will be in training class trying to unlearn habits that were set in week 1. That's the $200 adult dog starter kit. But there's one thing we haven't addressed. What do you actually feed a rescue dog whose history you don't know? Dogs from high-stress environments often arrive with GI sensitivities, food allergies, or complete indifference to high-quality food because they've never been fed it. We're covering that specifically in episode 3 of the New Pet Owner series. Subscribe and you'll get episode 3 the day it drops, next Paw Approved Friday. The full ranked kit with Amazon links, printable shopping list, and breed size adjustments is at pawsmadesimple.com.